The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And just across the 25.
Set. Ready. 950.
On first down, it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Newton now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Now Haskins on first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Slam. Switch.
On second down, this is Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, look at the juke. 14 yards. Good for a Packer first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, When guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now a first down throw for Newton. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The shotgun snap for Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. I'm only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side. For the Packers.
Let's go.
In this first quarter.
Ready? Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Switch. 20. Gun.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Dancing to his left. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Six guys. Check six guys. Great. Eight.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Newton now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. 7-7, our score after 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go play action now. Haskins. They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Haskins will throw, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for
touchdown, Packers! Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Newton, that's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the shit.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Newton. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Newton down after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Smith. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 31, Newton, complete to Hilton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On first down, Smith. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of the offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's McCaffrey. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Set. 10. No. Right. 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go now. Time to end it. Part 4. All day.
On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On the ground, McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Harris. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go. Go to base. Rip right. Delta. Mike 51. Shut up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Zerline now for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
He wasn't ready.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gun. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check it.
Now Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Hey. You got 3.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's complete to Smith. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the Packers' 7-yard line.
Ready. Mike 52. Tackles.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting. Adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Watch the eye.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Watch this.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go back to the ground with Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Newton on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Down. Now the wolf. Watch my board. I'm coming. Coming. Go. Kill. Check your heart rate. Check. Lucky. There you go.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
It's now third and less than a yard.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches.
Come on, keep it up. Check three, check three. Bang, bang.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Christian McCaffrey, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put him out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Another try after the first down sack. Newton, that's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Ready, 180, 20. Cut. Ready.
On first down, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run again with Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Packers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.